no, that guy's alive. Hello, my name is Christina. Most of you know me as Bookslover1606. How are you guys? You want another video? So here I am. You want? I deliver. That's the deal. Take it or leave it. Oh guys, I'm so grateful for all the love the first video has been receiving and still receives. Thank you so much for everyone, really. And well, how can I say no to making another one, you know? This time we're not doing a reading vlog. This time we're doing something a little bit different, and it's a recap of my reads during August. I didn't read much. I don't really read much. I'm a slow-paced reader. Not like the slowest, but 3 books for a month is my tops. I'll basically tell you my rating of the book, a word with which I can describe the book, the plot of the book, without really giving any spoilers away. I'll tell you my favorite moments from every single book that I've read this month. So, let's get started. This month I managed to read 3 books, which I think is the max of books I read in a month this year. I think maybe July would have been more books. I'm not sure. Really, I'm not sure. We're starting off with none other than A Court of Frost and Starlight. This is the only novella in the Octar series at the moment by Sarah J. Maas. And it's basically the book after A Court of Wings and Ruin. And if I could describe this book with one word, I'd say cute. I mean, it's a cute little book. It's not for everyone, and I've read reviews. I know that most people are not happy with it, but I mean, what can you expect? It's a novella. It's not supposed to be like big plot-wise, but I think it manages to give us an end of the storylines that were in the last 3 books and open up the new ones for the next 3 books. It's the last book that we get to see Feyre's POV, so that was nostalgic. I'd say that was an ending of an era, and I wouldn't say that I'm not gonna miss it, but to be perfectly honest, Feyre is definitely not my favorite main character, female main character of all time. I mean, she's good. She's good, but not the best there. This book is basically about how, you know, our Octar family is managing everything after the war, and how the dynamics have changed, if they have changed, or basically how their life is after everything that happened in the last 3 books, especially the last one. Personally, I liked quite a few things in this book. First off, I like that they gave us the beginning of Cassian and Nesta's story. And I also like that there were a few moments quite a few moments that were referenced in the next book. I mean, you can understand them without reading this one, but as a person who had read it, I understood it better. I mean, I imagined what it would be like if I haven't read it, and I got a little bit confused at times. So I wouldn't say that it's like super important to read it, but it's a good idea. It gives you a better view of what's going on, basically. Favorite moments? I don't think there are a lot. I mean, I have annotated it, but I mean, it's basically how they're like celebrating the winter holidays, and there are quite a few moments with more, which I'm interested in, because I very, very much stand more, and I want to see more of her, which I didn't get to do in next book. But there are a few things here mentioned about her that I'm interested. They haven't been touched yet, those subjects. For example, her house, which is apparently a secret from everyone else, or at least no one else is going there. She's going there alone and like writing. And there was something in the woods there which got my attention as well. So I'm interested in that. I want to see more of more. And yeah. It also gives some ideas about why Farah and Reese, or at least not why, but how they decide that they want to have kids, which is a subject touched in the next book, which wasn't explained in A Court of Silver Flames. Like, they were just, we're having kids. We're having a kid. And there was no explanation whatsoever. They just announced it. And here we have an explanation why, how it happened and everything. So, and we also get quite a few very cute scenes between those two, which is very sweet. For example, the fact that Reese bought her a house, people. Just once more, why Reese is one of the best book boyfriends out there. Just saying. So, to sum it up, it's a good book, solid book, but don't have high expectations. It's a novella. If you miss the characters and if you want to see like how their lives are, read that. It's fun. So it was a fun time, and personally I read it for 2 to 3 days, which for me is fast. So I also forgot to mention that I rated this book with 4 stars. So yeah. Coming up next is The Court of Silver Flames. Such a masterpiece. Okay, if I had to describe this book with one word, I'd say probably relatable. I don't know why, but this book really got to me. And the characters really got to me. Like, while I was reading, I was like, that's what I would do. How is this happening? Like, I didn't expect that. And probably after I read it, I realized that Farah is not such a good female main character, because Nesta, guys. Our girl, she had most of my personal problems, like mentally, physically, all of it. So yeah, relatable. Which was surprising considering that it's a fantasy book. But I don't know. We also get a dual POV, which is something that we didn't get to have until, well, this book. Like, A Court of Frost and Starlight had multiple POVs, but this one had a duo of Nesta and Cassian, which are very sweet. Guys, they're so cute! Like, I love their chemistry, I love their understanding of each other, because what most people don't get is how a person with only their presence there, and just like small gestures can absolutely change your life. Which is something that we didn't really get to see for Reese and Feyre, because I don't get me wrong, Reese is a great boyfriend, but he's all the big gestures, you know, everything. Yes, he was doing some very sweet things, and he was like talking with her, but even his words were like big. Like, he was perfect boyfriend. Cassian here, he's, I don't know, but I see him a little bit more realistically, maybe, or maybe that's only in my head, I don't know, but for me he's the more realistic one from the duo. Also, this book is the spiciest in the series, which was something I enjoyed. Certainly. But yeah, it's a very good book. I learned a lot of things from it. As I said, it's relatable for me, so I got to see solutions for situations that I myself have been in. So it's a good time. You know, from the whole series, I think that's one of the best out there. I mean, A Court of Mist and Fury is still the tops for me, because I am a hopeless romantic. But after that, I'd say that it's this one and A Court of Wings and Ruin. Favorite moments? I don't know. There are a lot of moments that could be said were my favorite, but I'd say the moment when Cassian and Nesta promise make the promise to stay together, like forever, which is again a romantic moment that, you know. What I really enjoyed was Nesta, Emery. Am I pronouncing that right? Please tell me I'm pronouncing that right. And Gwyn. The names are still getting me, guys. They're still getting me. But they had a very cute friendship. They had a very cute friendship based on very traumatizing events in their lives. So they just learn while being with each other that they're worth it, basically. This is a book about self-love, okay? About how you could be at the end of the line, at the bottom, rock bottom, whatever, and you just step by step start to climb uphill, and you get to the top, and at the top is everything that you've ever wanted. But in order to get there, you have to start loving yourself first, and then on continue like with loving other people and having friends and lovers and family and everything. It's, as I said, it's a very realistic book if you look past the all fantasy elements in it, and that's probably why I like it so much. I gave it a 4.5 stars. I mean, it's not a 5. I think there are better books who deserve a 5, but this one was a solid 4.5. So yeah, I'm waiting for the next book to come out, whatever that may be. I hope it's soon. I'll be reading Throne of Glass and Crescent City soon. Well, not so soon, but soon enough. I'll wait for the next book of the Crescent City to come out so I could like read the whole thing together. That's from Sarah J. Maas for now, and we'll see each other again. Moving on to the last read of the month. And before I show the book to you, I just want to mention that ever since finishing it, I guess this has become my favorite book, which is a big thing to say for me. Considering the fact that the Folk of the Air trilogy and The Wicked King in particular have been my favorite books since I started this whole bookworm journey, and to change so fast, because I remember realizing like about in the middle of the book that it's my favorite one yet. I was so engaged in it since the beginning, which isn't something that happens. And also, it did not only left me absolutely speechless and in tears for some of the stuff that happens by the end of it, but also it left me with so many theories about the future that I can't contain myself. Literally, I'm speaking with one of my friends about it who has read it, and I'm like every single day like sending her voice messages with theories that I've thought of. Like, I'm walking around the street, theory pops up. I am reading something completely different, theory pops up. I'm eating, theory pops up. It's just a never-ending cycle, and the next one is coming soon. Let's call it soon, for the sake of my sanity. So guys, without further ado, Fourthling. This book has become a TikTok sensation this year. For those who still don't know, it's a fantasy novel by Rebecca Yarros, first one of a series. And I know I'm late about reading it, but I'm also happy about it because now I have to wait only 2 months and a little about the next one, which isn't a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but let's just say that it's not a lot. Yeah. It's a 5-star read. As I said, it's my favorite book so far. Now, what is it about? It's basically about a war college with dragons, and a girl who's desperately trying to survive it, and fight for the greater good. She meets a lot of people, friends, not friends, traitors, lovers. It has it all. It's enemies to lovers, guys. It's enemies to lovers. That says it all. Now, spoiler alert is a fact. I have to talk about Xaden and Violet. My babies! They're so good. But right now they're not good because the whole things that happened by the end of the book, with him being keeping a lot of secrets from her, which is a red flag. I know it's a red flag, but still, he did it in desperate tries to protect her from himself. And I think he's a very decent and sweet guy who just has to keep secrets to save his loved ones. Yeah, Xaden Ryerson, my top book boyfriend at the moment. Yes, I'm sorry, Reese. I love you still. But Xaden, he's something else. He's something else entirely. Favorite scenes? Oh, God. Now I'm gonna be a hopeless romantic and say all the romantic moments, but I'd say the parapet scene between Xaden and Violet. I'd say the first time she told him that she loves him. The moment they understood that Dan is a piece of because I've known that from the beginning of the book, and it's still true. For the big spoilers, Liam's death. That thing broke me. I literally, I have a video of myself crying. I'm actually gonna put it here. Tears. Like, I don't cry. I don't cry during books. I can tear up. Like, I can tear up a little bit, but I never started crying in a way that I can't stop crying. I did that here. Liam grew into my heart. I didn't even understand when. But he did, and his dad hurt. It hurt like hell. I can't help but mention that it's also one of the best scenes in the book. The next big moment, I personally think is... That's a big spoiler. That's a big spoiler. It's the last page of the book, so... Brennan being alive. Okay, I just want to mention, ever since the beginning of the book, ever since Violet mentioned, oh, I have a dead brother, I was like, no, that guy's alive. He's alive 100%. When he showed up, I was like, called it. And still I knew that it was gonna happen. I knew, I felt it, but at the same time it was a shock still. I don't know how that happened, but when I saw him there, I was like, I knew you were coming, but still, hi! It's just fun, at the same time shocking, and I'd say loving situation. Because we see that Brennan and Xaden are close. Violet and Brennan were very close. So I guess that's just one more thing for Xaden and Violet to bond over. As I said, I have a lot of theories about it. If you want the video on my theories about Fourth Wing, I'll do my best to sort them out and give them to you. So if you want that, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, it's a great book. A solid 5-star read. I said that, I say it again. A solid 5-star read. Overall, it has been a pretty solid month for reading, at least for me. I recommend those books, specifically those two, and especially that one, if you haven't guessed already. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's the second one in my channel, after all. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you want to see next. Like, comment down below. I read all the comments, so don't worry, I'll see it. And yes, I hope we see each other again very soon.